So let me just go into our example with coronavirus. So I'm going to search the coronavirus in the United States, and I'm going to search English. You can search a lot of different languages. Going to hit search. And quickly, what it does is it comes up with all kinds of aspects of search. It comes up with questions that people ask, prepositions, which are verses and things like that, comparisons or verses. It comes up with adjectives. It comes up with alphabeticals and related. So let's just take a look at what some of those are. So if we were to look here, this is questions. And basically it looks at what are the common questions that people ask about the coronavirus. Right. So you can say, are coronavirus is dropping, right? It asks also are, can, how, what, when, where, which, who, why, and will. So it asks all those and gives a sample of all the different things that people ask. So are coronavirus cases dropping? Are coronavirus cases in? Blah, blah, blah. Can coronavirus live on clothes? Can coronavirus cause hip pain? So if you have a coronavirus project or coronavirus related business, you can take all of these questions and then begin to show how your product can answer some of these questions for what people might be looking for. So for example, if there was such a thing as coronavirus free clothes, you may want to get involved in all the topics around can coronavirus live on clothes, right? So you can actually go here from answer the public and then be able to pick the question and see it live on Google. And then you can be able to see, wow, okay, so what's happening here? There's a bunch of health blogs. Oh, wow, look, there's no businesses here. We can actually take over this whole thing, right? And that's what makes big data really profound, is that pretty much you have 392 chances to take over a market, right, in any given topic. And so you can look at any results and basically be able to construct a amazing story about how your business or service functions in that arena, right? You can also find social media posts about these questions. You can find who are the biggest posters, all that kind of stuff, which is what we'll do in a moment. The cool thing is you also have other kinds of constructions, not just questions, right? You have propositions. So you have is, with, near, without, right? So this is all based on a thing called natural language processing, right? So some of the things we're talking about with sentiment analysis, what Elizabeth was asking about, whether something's positive, neutral, or negative. Natural language processing also handles the construction or deconstruction of sentences and the meaning of those so that computers can understand how to mean those. So what this particular service does is it focuses on all these sentence constructions to help you understand how many different ways the market is viewing your product or your topic at hand. So this one is with comparisons, and we have different comparisons, so it's easier to see it in the data view. So coronavirus and blood type, say you have, maybe you are a medical provider and you have certain tests. Coronavirus movie, maybe you're writing a movie about the virus. Versus science affections, maybe you have some type of remedy related to coronavirus and sinus infections, or you have some type of expertise you want to display. You can talk about those subjects. And then the same with alphabeticals, right? You can actually go through, look at coronavirus by state. You can look at what people are asking for in your area. So say people are looking for about coronavirus in DC, you can talk about coronavirus in DC. So these are all, again, indicators to be able to put together the right understanding of how you can reach this market. right? And then you can see the individual images on each one. So this is like a really amazing tool because it doesn't make you program this. It's already pre-programmed, and you can put it all together in a way that is conducive to your business. And it also allows you to do a lot of experiments around big data and figuring out exactly how you want to position your business or position your offering, your product, your service, or your expertise. So you can do it in many, many different ways. But the key is you'll know exactly which way. And then you also will know exactly how much data is in a Google or Bing or um, any of these different tools to be able to see what is a through point. So, for example, if you want to say coronavirus for sale, that's weird. Let's put coronavirus to do list. So say you had a checklist, get your household ready. You can see there are 2 billion results around checklist for some reason. And say, for example, you had some kind of checklist for getting your house ready or whatever. These are all different pieces of different articles that you can put out there that may point to your website, point to your service, point to your business.